back to our system design series. Today we are going to compare two popular architectural styles for designing APIs. REST, which is short for Representational State Transfer, and RPC, which is short for Remote Producer Call. Both approaches have their strengths and ideal use cases, and understanding the differences can help you make the right choice for your project in your system design interviews and in general. So let's start first with REST. So if we want to talk about REST, let's just put it here. Yeah. So let's start first with REST. REST is an architectural style that uses HTTP methods to interact with the resources. It focuses on managing and interacting with the resources in a stateless manner, making it ideal for building web APIs that are scalable and easy to understand. Let's just make a quick example of how REST application look like. Let's assume that we have a client and the client sends requests. It's connected with the server with RESTful APIs. Basically, the client sends requests, the server returns responses in stateless manner. In RESTful system, each request contains all necessary information to be processed. This means that the server does not need to remember or actually store the state from one request to the next, making it easier to scale. The second thing, it's resource based. So REST treats resources as key entities that can be manipulated. These resources are represented by like URLs, like get products or something like that. So we have a product resource, for example, or products resource. Also we have standard HTTP methods because REST uses standard HTTP methods to interact with the resources. So, for example, there is get to retrieve resources. There is post to put or save or create new resources. There is put to like edit or update an existing resource, and there is delete to just to destroy a resource or remove a resource. There is also important to talk about the data format. The data format is in JSON. The return data is in JSON or XML format, making them easy to integrate with modern web application. Let's try to answer the question: is when should we use it? When should we use RESTful APIs? I would say you use it when you need stateless architecture that makes it scalable or scaling easier. When your application is a resource centric and can represent data as resources that need to be created, read, update, or deleted. Also, when you need to build public APIs that are easier for other developers to understand and use. Next, we will talk about the RPC, remote producer call. And basically RPC protocol, that it's a protocol that allows one program to request a service from other program or from a program located on other computer over a network. Unlike REST, which focuses on resources, RPC is action based and focuses on executing specific operation or actions. Let's try to understand the key characteristics of the RPC. The first thing, let's just try to make a quick example of how it will work. We have a client, and then the client will send requests. Will send will not send a request, but it will send action to the server, and the server will return it back. So basically, it will be something like just get product. Oh no, not like that. It will be something like get. Please give me the products, and the server give them the product back. So the key characteristics, one of the things is the action piece, because RPC is focused on performing specific actions or producers. And instead of interacting with the resources, you invoke functions or producers directly. There is various protocols, like RPC can use different protocols such as HTTP or TCP or other low-level protocols, giving more flexibility in how the communication occurs. Also, there is custom methods, because RPC often uses custom methods that are tailored to the operations that need to be performed. For example, one method like have like get user data, for example, or something like that, or get user, or calculate sum, or do whatever it will be. When you also there is the custom data format, because RPC can return data in custom formats. Like depending on the implementation, it can tailored to the application specific needs, which may provide more efficiency in certain cases. So let's try to answer the question about when should we use RPC. I would say like when your application requires action-oriented operations, where the emphasis is on executing commands rather than managing resources. When you need to trigger control over the protocol used, or need to use protocols over other than HTTP, such as TCP. When you need a low latency communication, or for internal services where performance is critical. So let's just try to make a comparison here. REST versus RPC. So first let's talk about resources versus actions. Like REST is resources based, focusing on interacting with resources through standard HTTP methods, while RPC is action based, focusing on executing specific functions or producers. Second, we have stateful and stateless. REST is generally stateless, meaning each request must contain all the necessary context. RPC can be either stateless or stateful depending on the implementation. Third, protocol REST primarily uses HTTP and adheres to standard web convention. But RPC, on the other hand, is more flexible and can use various protocols such as HTTP, TCP, or others. The use cases, I guess, REST will be great in public APIs and applications that deal with resources. RPC is more suitable for internal services where specific producers needs to be executed efficiently. Let's try to have like an example for you to understand. An example case, I guess, we can imagine you are building an e-commerce platform for managing product listing service. A REST API might be a good best choice, as it allows you to create, update, or delete products in a resource-centric way. However, for internal services like processing payments or managing inventory levels, like RPC might be more efficient, as these operations are more action-focused and performance-sensitive. So that's it for this video, and I hope you like my content. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will never miss any video, and see you in future videos.